Hello, how is everyone? In this video, we are going to review one of the new heroes of Season 6, Mihai Popescu. Let's see if he is strong, if he is weak, what type of damage he has. Well, in this case, it is for the captain role. He is in the artillery position. And we are going to see what the skills at sea are first, and then the skills on land. As for the skills at sea, we have to note that it is important to know that his rage ability executes 4 artillery attacks on the ship with the highest health in the targeted fleet. Each attack inflicts artillery damage equal to 100% of his attack and deals additional damage equal to 3.2% of the target's maximum health. Well, here the limit states that the additional damage is up to 10% of the maximum health of Mihai Popescu's character. What is really very strong here is that the supplementary damage can be up to approximately 3.2% and reaches up to significantly 5%, for example, in Season 3. The ships on average, speaking of the main ship specifically, have around approximately 10 million health points. Additionally, the ships, they are quite robust. And if we are talking about approximately a 5% additional ability, it would only take away 500,000 additional health points. Only the additional ability, the additional damage, would deal 500,000 points. Not counting the artillery damage he would deal in 4 attacks. Therefore, what is very strong is this percentage here. Then, as a second ability, we have that Mihai uses his ability. That is, when he uses his ability, he gains a combo. Each basic attack hits twice over 3 seconds in total. This is very helpful because it synergizes extremely well with this rage ability. He has to accumulate basic attacks. The third ability deals an additional 60% of artillery damage every 3 basic attacks, which scales with basic attacks. As I was saying, every 3 basic attacks inflicts an additional 60% of artillery damage and heals the ship led by Mihai Popescu for 60% of the attack. Therefore it would be, I don't really know if I should say that this is perhaps lifesteal. It can be taken as such. It can be interpreted as lifesteal. But at the same time it would also be healing him. But yes, this ability is like lifesteal. So he would be the first hero to have lifesteal. As the fourth ability, it increases artillery damage by 3% and basic attack damage by 3%, which can go up to a maximum of 15%. This is quite significant when you level it up to its maximum. And as the last ability states, when Mihai executes a basic attack, there is a 6% chance that he will execute an additional rage ability against the target. This effect can be activated once every 20 seconds, okay? And here, well, it increases the activation probability of this ability, right? This allows him to execute this ability again. I believe the hero is strong. He has good synergy. With Chilanting. With his ultimate ability, it states that for every 5 basic attacks, the ship led by Chi will gain 30 rage. What he is doing is constantly generating rage. In this particular scenario, Popescu is continuously and relentlessly utilizing his powerful rage ability to gain an advantage over his opponents. So, he is definitely going to be a hero that you will need to have when Season 6 comes out. Without a doubt, he is very, very strong. Now let's see if he is just as strong for what is the battle on land. Well, the first ability inflicts direct damage equal to 320% of his attack to a target. This is very similar to what Bones does. And also Onimusha. They are very similar. I think the damage is very similar. Well, in this case, 430% damage. And Bones does 320. So Onimusha is the one who does the most. But going back, we have the same damage that Bones does. But you have an additional effect here that says it increases the damage received by 20% for 2 turns when you hit an enemy. This enemy will be marked and will receive an extra 20% damage for 2 turns. In other words, very strong. Then, as a second ability, it increases attack by 4% in close combat. Normal. Third ability, When executing a basic attack, inflicts additional damage equal to 4% of his attack, and restores 1% of his maximum health to himself. He is again stealing life in what are the battles on land. As a fourth ability, after using an ability, it increases his damage by 12% for 3 turns, which is quite good. And as the last ability, it reduces the attack of all enemies by 12% at the start of the battle for 3 turns. This is very, very strong, because as soon as the battle begins, he significantly reduces attack damage by 12% to everyone in the game, which happens when you have the hero at his maximum. It will reach approximately 20%. That means that as soon as the battle starts, all enemy heroes will have 20% reduced damage. This for 3 turns is a lot, it's a long time. So he is also very strong in land battles. Now tell me what you think if you feel the same way. And we'll see you in another review of another hero. Bye.